What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. This is serious. Wow, what the fuck?
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on YouTube shit. Hey man, say man, we are lit over to man. Turn. Today, to motherfucking day. Straight hood and outside crib, man. Gang. Ooh, outside crib shit, man. Gang. So in this video, man, before the video start, man, I'm gonna put in like a little vlog of me and my boys, man. You know what I'm saying? Northside boys, you know what I'm saying? The Northside boys, man. I was cooling with my boys and shit, man. So I got a video. It's like a little vlog, like 2-minute vlog of us cooling. So I'm gonna make a video in this one, and I'm gonna do a short, so y'all can see like in the short of the video. So I hope y'all enjoy this video, man. Come to the Black Hebrew Israelite, man. Stay woke out here, man. Know what the fuck is going on. Don't let these niggas fool you. We are winning. The Hebrew Israelites are winning, and that's facts. So make sure y'all like, subscribe to the videos. Let's get into this bitch. Alright, boom. Today, to motherfucking day. Straight hood outside crib, man. Alright, gang. So remember, we got the vlog, we got the little 2-minute vlog that's in this video. Hope y'all enjoy. But we finna talk about Glokknine, Olaruntz, and Hotboi. Alright. So Glokknine is a Florida rapper, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Kodak, Hotboi, YK Osiris, you know, niggas like that. You feel me? Like just Fully, like we got some shit to talk about though. So Hotboi, man, I guess he went to jail with one of his boys, and I don't know if he ratted on like he ratted on that nigga for like having a gun to get less time, or Hotboi is in a Rico and Glokknine is in a Rico too. So what's coming out is that Glokknine got pleaded guilty 2 times. He pleaded guilty, but he pleaded to give his like you know what I'm saying? Pleaded like he snitched. You know what I'm saying? Twice. So one of his Ricos, he snitched on Hotboi, basically, allegedly. That's what they're saying. That he was in Hotboi Rico, and he snitched on Hotboi about being a gang leader or telling niggas to spin the block. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting crazy. So I got the video. Shout out to Mickey Truth and Kai TV, the people I got the videos from. So we got some letters. He's trying to talk to the judge to get out of prison. I said, supposedly he's supposed to be in jail for like 7 years. You know what I'm saying? So he got 2 plea agreements. Like he plea agreements to snitch. And so we got everything that's going down to the Zach. Yeah. So I've been putting in the video. Make sure you like and subscribe to the videos, and yeah, we're gonna talk about it after we get done.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Hookah Anonymous, and you are now rocking with Mickey Truth. She live up to her name, not the fame. So make sure y'all subscribe to her channel and stay updated on what's real. Bye.
AKA Jaquavius Smith, and I hope I said his name right, okay? He was indicted, okay, on federal charges. Federal. So this ain't no state case. He in the feds, okay, in 2021. And of course, they always, most times when you have a big nickname, they're definitely gonna, put your nickname on your paperwork. Now, prior to being indicted by the feds, Glokknine was charged with and convicted of burglary of a structure while masked, criminal mischief while masked, grand theft, and possession of burglary tools. Whoo! So shout it. Okay, definitely been about that life. Okay, allegedly. Now, count one of the federal indictment. Okay, stated that he was in possession of a firearm and 52 rounds of ammunition. Well, goddamn. Okay. Now, so this is a semi-automatic rifle that they're alleging he had. Count two is also a Glock 22 40 caliber pistol. Okay. With 18 rounds of ammunition. This is the original indictment. So Glokknine had a Glock 22. Now, count three, excuse me, y'all. Count three is again having a barrel of less than 16 inches in length. Shit. Okay. Of another firearm which was not registered. Yo. I mean, with a nickname like Glock 9, I mean, are we surprised? Now, as always, y'all already know they had evidence from social media. Okay. And at first, when I looked at this, I'm like, well, what are we looking at? Well, you see the gold and black pistol on his hand, and he's just chilling with a blunt. I don't know. Is we legal in Florida? I don't know. But nevertheless, everything they took off of IG. Now, the picture on your left is actually from his car that was impounded, not from IG. And if you're paying attention, that's the alleged gang that he's a part of. And I'm still going to say alleged, although he pretty much said himself what it was. But nevertheless. All right. So his defense, right, really tried to help him out by saying, hey, that was the old him. Okay. He's now a signed artist. For those who don't know, he signed to Cash Money. He's doing great with streams. Like he's out the street life. Okay. He's doing good thing. And, I'm like, hey, give him a chance. He ain't, even though his name is Glokknine, he ain't toting Glokknines no more. Right? Well, unfortunately, it got him but so far, okay, because he did have to end up taking a plea, which is, not uncommon. He did have to accept certain responsibility for his charges. So I did this. I made sure I put in what did he have to accept, because some people be like, you have to tell, whatever. So let's see, did he have to tell? Now, he's the only person on this particular indictment. Now, count one, he had to accept responsibility that did you possess a firearm? Was the firearm registered to you in a National Firearms Registration and Transfer Record? Did you know specific characteristics or features of the firearm that made it subject to registration, blah, 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 blah? Like, who are you going to tell them? That's about the gun, right? Count two, I said, did you knowingly transfer, possess, or use another person's means of identification? Did you do so without lawful authority? Did you do so during and in relation to a felony violation? So basically, he used somebody's identity. It goes in more detail in the paperwork, but yeah, that's basically what happened with that one. Count three, did you knowingly, same thing. Okay, before possessing this firearm, have you been convicted of a felony? Did you know you have been convicted on a felony? Did you commit the offense while on release from another case, basically, right? So he had to agree to all this, accept all responsibility for that. I mean, in my opinion, they're not asking him about nobody. Okay, so that is his acceptance of responsibility. I mean, we just don't have to call it what it is. It's pretty much him accepting what he done, like standing on business. Now, this is his story. Okay, this is his handwritten letter to the judge, because of course he was facing a lot of time. I'm not even gonna cap for the charges he did have, and it says, "Dear Your Honorable Judge Byron, I would like to start by saying I'm 100% remorseful for the reason we're all gathering, as in you, my lawyers." What is that, lawyers? Somebody? Don and Mr. Bigney, my family and loved one. So you can determine my punishment that I, Jaquavius Smith, accepts full responsibility for my actions. I am writing this letter to rectify you on my story and character, as in why I am here standing before you today. Your Honor, I come from Section 8 apartments on Merchant Drive, known today as Windsor Love. My mother has 4 boys, and we stayed here from when I was a toddler until I was 9 years old. I grew up misunderstood as a child. Times I used to think I wasn't loved. I still feel that way today as I'm standing before you. My father was never in my life growing up. Sometimes I question why I was not good enough for my father to be there for me. Times when he wasn't in prison, he would call to play with my mind, ask me what I wanted for Christmas. And when Christmas came, my father was nowhere to be found. As a kid, watching my other brothers' fathers drop off gifts while I wait for my dad to never show up hurt me in ways I could never explain. It just built up in anger and I started doing careless things. But my mother did her best with me. I just got tired of my mother feeling like she needed a boyfriend to depend on. I used to watch her cry when she couldn't make rent. I got tired of watching my mother ask my grandma for assistance to help her with bills. So I started doing things to get my own money. At first, I used to go around the apartments knocking on doors to take out trash, or I used to use my uncle lawnmower to cut people grass. But the more I tried to make legal money, people would deny my services or tell me they had a child of their own to do these things. I tried getting a job, but between school and uh, when my something at work, I had no, oh, when my mom's, I guess, was at work, I had no transportation. And plus, if I could have gotten a job, I would have stopped my mother's government benefits. I got tired of wearing the same clothes to school while everybody else had new clothes and shoes. My mother had 3 other kids in our house, okay, where something, then my oldest brother was back and forth living with our mother and his father, so I didn't really have no one to look up to. So around like my 8th grade year, I started hanging out with the wrong crowd. I started making my mother was still living check to check, so blank started trying to get money the fast way, and I ended up eating, I ended up getting direct filed or charged as an adult. I think that's what that says. Okay. I mean, it's small right now. My bad. Okay. My lawyer. So I sat for 8 months, then signed a plea deal for 11 months and 29 days with game time. All I had was 2 months left. But before I got out, I wrote my mother a letter. My exact words were, when I come home, I'm taking music serious. I feel like I can be a global rapper. When I got out, I did just that. It took me 7 months after, and I signed a deal. But the time I signed, I was 18 with $2 million. My mother was staying on Silver Star still in like 3 months after I signed. My mother house had got shot up. It's like when I started getting noticed, I started receiving hatred. So I told her to find a house in Ocean Sony. I'm not sure what that is. OCOEE, something like that. But anyway, but she said the situation traumatized her, so she wanted to leave Orlando, but she wasn't ready to leave my grandmother and grandfather behind. Her all she stayed, so I kept coming back to visit. At this time, I was staying in Miami with my child's mother. I had my daughter at 19. I promised myself and my child's mother to do whatever I could that my father didn't do for me, to always provide and be there for my daughter when she needs her father to talk to or cry to. I feel like I was being selfish by breaking the law, even though I've been shot at numerous of times. Even at Millennial Mall in broad daylight, a detective even stopped by my mother's house and told her to call me because I was in Miami, and told both of us I have a large amount of money on my head. That's why we are here today, because I knowingly broke the law, even though it was for my protection, because I would rather face my consequences rather than my family facing me in a casket. I know if I was able to walk away from this today, I would get security and move far away. Your Honor, I would like y'all to judge me as Jaquavius Smith, not as my stage name Glokknine. I would like to say thank you for taking consideration and time out of your day to read my story. Sincerely, Jaquavius Smith. And you know what, y'all? I'm going to be honest with y'all. I can relate to so much that he said, because growing up, when you have an issue with parents or the lack thereof, bound, like that connection because of their absence. Like, I've been honest with y'all that way, as honest as possible. Now this is my thing with this. Glokknine has 2 plea agreements. One plea agreement is on the left and the other one is on the right, which it says amended plea agreement. Okay, so that's what it says. One says plea agreement, the second one says amended plea agreement. Now, do you know what's the difference between the 2 plea agreements? Well, the first one that's on the left that says plea agreement has a cooperation, substantial assistance to be considered, right? The amended plea agreement has, guess what? That crossed out. And I said, what the hell? I ain't never seen none of that. I done looked at a lot of federal cases, and I've never seen that. And you know, me being who I am, I had to get to the bottom of it. That's why it took me a minute to drop this video, right? Because I can't just put out anything. Unlike some people would have just went with the first plea agreement. However, I had to say, yo, why? Like, why is this? What is going on? Well, y'all know I love me some transcripts, because if you do not know, I will tell you, you sign a plea agreement first, then you have to go to court and basically have a plea hearing. At the hearing, they go over your plea agreement. So in the transcripts of his plea hearing, it says this, that the prosecutor said, well, I can state on the record that there has been no corroboration up to this point, and that I did have this discussion with the defense counsel. There's no intent to corroborate in the future. We see this paragraph as just notification of what the corroboration rights are, Your Honor. The judge said, I understand, but I also understand that there might be concerns from the defense perspective about having the language in there at all. So, Mr. Arkhart, how would you like to proceed on that? And that's Glokknine's attorney. He says, if the court will allow us just to strike that language in pen and ink at this point and then refile, and I apologize to the AUSA Gardelia. This is something that has evolved over the last day or so. So I think that would be the best for my client, that language be stricken. The judge said, all right, so why don't you go ahead and mark through it, and then both of the attorneys can initial it and Mr. Smith can initial it. Pause in proceedings. Then it says, all right, so that's been amended. The lawyer said, yes, sir. This is the original. Yes, sir. The court said, so just when you get back to your office, file that as an amended plea agreement. We'll proceed otherwise as normal. All right. So the substantial assistance provision has now been stricken. So again, that was their quote unquote by the language. I'm going to tell y'all this. In my opinion, the government knew that's some foolery to put in there. That could have been real bad, because I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself. But anyway, it is stricken. He doesn't have a cooperation agreement. Now, to be continued. Why do you think I said to be continued? Well, Glokknine has filed a nature of suit, which is to vacate the sentence. He was sentenced to 7 years in federal prison. So that was filed on August 15, 2023. No additional paperwork has been provided. And not only is this to be continued, well, but wait. Jacavius Smith. I'm like, I've seen this name somewhere before, right? And I see it under a state's discovery for witnesses, right? And you know why? Because it's a part of the Hotboi Rico. And as I will go into when I do Hotboi paperwork, this is a part from one of the hearings. And it says, one of the instances off the top of my head I can specifically remember is the gang group chat that's titled as such. And him mentioning, even one of the fellow gang members mentioning that Hot is the one who makes the call, that they'll spend on whoever at the time. Most of it was implied to Glokknine in a group chat. Jacavius Smith. Ooh, the plot thickens. Like I said, Hotboi Part 1 is dropping soon, and we'll get to the business. So until then, hey, the plot thickens.
All right, back. So in the beginning, that's just me and my boys, man. We coolin', man. We was gonna hoop, but we be pause. But yeah. You get the gist of what's going on. We be some druggies. So my boys, man, we still be cool, man. we kind of stay in the same area, but not as much no more. We be moving, man. We be around, man. So, you know, we still cool in the bitch, man. You know, we just getting older a little bit, man. We all still cool in the bitch, man. Shout out to my Northside boys, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say their names because, you know what I'm saying, they might don't want to give out their names, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, yeah, it gets crazy around this bitch. But, so, we're going to talk about, Glokknine being allegedly a snitch. So, Olaruntz said that, they trying to say that Glokknine got stabbed in prison, and that Glokknine and Olaruntz is in the same prison, and he snitched to get less time. Cause he like I said, it's 7 years he's supposed to be in jail for all them damn charges y'all seen in the video. This nigga been doing dumbass shit. But that's the thing. These niggas do dumbass, retarded, goofy shit. And when it's time to really just hold it down and do what you do, they snitching. They singing like Mariah Carey. They hitting all the high notes. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like Glokknine, man, you know, a lot of people fuck with Glokknine just because of the strength of how crazy he is. Yeah, I remember when he first came out, I was like, they ain't kind of remind me of Yak. But they both crazy, but you know what I'm saying? So he got arrested for like a gun and possession and shit, man. And you know, a lot of these niggas can't carry guns because they've been in prison. But you know, on these streets, it's tough because you can get ran down on and you get caught lacking without no tools. So a lot of niggas be in that situation where they might get ran down on because of the goofy shit they done. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the shit says he popped up a crib or some shit, but we don't know, you know, allegedly type shit, man. It's like, man, Glokknine, man, you know, you in this tough situation, man. You been locked up so many goddamn time. It's like they like, we done gave you chance after chance to try to talk to the judge and shit. At this point, nigga, they almost saying, bro, you might as well just spend your time in this bitch or join the force. You know what I'm saying? If you snitching like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I understand going to jail. Like, they don't make you just like, part of them if you keep on going to jail. Because a lot of people just be harassing niggas. You know, I've been in jail a lot. They harass niggas. They walking while black, driving while black, talking while black, moving while black, doing anything while black. They have fuck with you. You know, you can breathe while black and they try to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, Hotboi gonna lock you up no matter what, off of any goofy shit. You can do shit or you cannot do shit. I chose I could do shit and get locked up. Cause I ain't finna just walk around like and keep on walking around like a dummy and they keep on locking me up for nothing. I always make it worth something, they gonna lock me up. You did, like crib. So, Glokknine, man, he, like I said, he got 2 plea agreements. Now, I don't know if there was 2 separate cases for like the guns and shit. Cause like I said, Olaruntz is in jail. And Olaruntz was the main one who said that he's a rat. So a lot of people was like, man, so Glokknine really out here snitching? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, a lot of niggas like, man, I didn't even know, man. They just came and lied to me, man. Like, nigga, you know in every fucking movie or in life, you know not to snitch. Like, that's just the main motherfucking just point of everything, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is these days, man. It's like, they doing these dumbass shit. And they ready to tell on anybody, just get less time, man. You might as well just do your time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know you don't want to do your time, but god damn, you want to make the other nigga do longer time because you trying to get out for free? Like, you, like what the fuck? So Hotboi, you trying to snitch on Hotboi in a Rico case. Like, you know, a Rico case, they mostly got everything already ready. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't beat Rico cases, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta already have your T's and your I's and T's crossed at this point, you know what I'm saying? So, Glokknine, man, he's in a tough situation. It's like you in a Rico case and you got your other cases. So it's just like, bruh, we can either get you for these other cases or your Rico case. Which one do you fucking want at this point? You know what I'm saying? So he's not trying to do no 7 years or more. You know what I'm saying? I think he's trying to do at least 1 to 2 years. He ain't trying to do no 7 years. This nigga think like, 7 years, I'm gonna be broke as hell. And that's probably facts, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because, you feel me? Glokknine, man, you know, he's an up-and-coming rapper, you know what I'm saying? Like from Florida. And 9 times out of 10, man, you might have to do some crazy ass shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So you put yourself in that predicament, you know what I'm saying? And we all know how Glokknine be trying to carry itself, so it's like, shit, it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as trying to do what it do on the block and shit, but all that rag, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? One Spirit got 2 plea agreements for 2 separate cases, and you got your name in a Rico case from if you seen the fucking videos on that Mackie Truth shit. That shit is tough. You know what I'm saying? Life is hard in a bitch, but you can't make it harder. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny about Glokknine, man. You almost got a successful rap career. It's kind of successful, but it's like you make it successful, and then that's when the Rico comes. You finally become successful, and you finally get what you're trying to do in life. You finally become almost a kind of successful rapper, and boom, the Rico come, and then they try to fuck up your whole shine, and it's gonna be hard when you come back because niggas might have forget about you. Then they might get your name up for ratting, and then it's like fuck, you get called out for ratting. Like you almost trying to put your career in the graveyard. It's like one of the only niggas who didn't just go down with the ratting. I think that's Gunna, because a lot of white people like Gunna. You know what I'm saying? I think Gunna, he feels more with the white people because he don't even be talking about gang and shoe really like that. You know what I'm saying? He's more of a drip designer, talking about all that, you know, that fuck you, all that shit, fuck you mean type shit. So I don't really think he's just like gang. I'm on that trying to take a nigga, you know, to take a person out. He more of a different type of rapper. So white people gonna fuck with him more than I think they gonna fuck with Glokknine. They think they see Glokknine, they might try to take him out. I mean, he might try to take them out. So you know, white people don't really come to people like us, you know what I'm saying? Niggas who like really know stand up about their business and do what they do. Yeah. So it's like he's in a tough predicament because once you get snitch allegations, your whole rap shit is like gangster type shit. It's like gangster type of music. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to come back from a gangster type of music because a lot of niggas is gangsters in that bitch. Like they just know what they know the game and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then they see some shit like that, like, nah, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, you might have some fans in that bitch because they've been rocking with you since like yeah. But at the same time, you know, you're gonna lose a lot of fans because it's like niggas not finna fuck with that shit. Like Doja Cat, niggas not fucking with that shit. So it's like that's almost like, you feel me? So I feel like Glokknine, man, he got a lot to talk about when the trial come or if he get out of prison. If he get out of prison, he gonna I don't know if he gonna have some boys on him or he gonna have to talk some shit. Cause at this point in time, man, you know, when you get out of prison, we see niggas get out of prison, man, they get in that car and they already gone. They 5 minutes down the street, they gone. Somebody do a drive-by. You know what I'm saying? It happens. Nigga, how the fuck you get out of prison less than 5 minutes later, somebody do a drive-by on your dumb ass? Like, what? Like, you know, I think, like, it just gets to a point, man, where niggas are doing crazy ass shit, man, and, you know, they do all that goddamn time in prison just to get out and get wild shit, man. It's real situations, you know what I'm saying? So Glokknine, man, you know, when he get out of prison, man, or jail, where the fuck he at, he you know, the streets gonna be like, what the fuck going on type shit. They don't want him to talk on talk on the situation. They ain't gonna let that you did like crip. They ain't gonna, I don't think they gonna let that nigga like just make it disappear like Gunna. Like Gunna jump on the scene. Nobody confronting that nigga, not none of the industry motherfuckers or the people like label, they ain't questioning that nigga. The only one questioning that nigga is the streets. And that's why that's why they be on motherfuckers, man. Streets not letting that shit slide. Industry ass, like industries and the motherfucking the label type of shit, they might let that slide because they don't give a fuck. You know what happening, niggas? They just trying to get money. You know what I'm saying? They just trying to get money. They not standing on business. They just want that money. And if you cloud it up at this time, they gonna fuck with you. That's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? So Glokknine, man, I feel like, man, you in a tough situation, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then it's the sad part is they saying it's your boy who said she was a rat, from who's locked up with you. That's the crazy part. Like, I don't know how these niggas be ratting, thinking like the popos or people not gonna say nothing. Yes, niggas gonna say something. That's just how it is. Niggas gonna say something at the end of the motherfucking day. Niggas not letting that shit slide. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be already got envy in their hearts. So they see some shit where you already fucking up. Hell yeah, they let everybody know. You know what I'm saying? But man, so he's still fighting for his cases and shit. So more might come out by him ranting. So just hold on. Wait a minute. We gonna get the 100% of the details, and we gonna hold it down. Shout out to my Northside boys, man. You know we Northside gang out here. Fuck are we talking about? Hope y'all like and subscribe. We out the bitch. Hood Northside. Creep.
Hey, Dad, you know, dog, when we link up, dog, this shit be legendary. Even though this is instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.